Good morning, I'm Trevor Bales. This is the Bales Hay Farm and Ranch, mostly just farm YouTube channel. If you remember from the last video, there was a barn that had a bunch of water in it. Here we are the next day at 7 o'clock. Let's see how it looks. You guys ready? It's empty. The good news is all the water is out. The bad news is I still can't really get in there with the truck. What happened was there's a drain down that way. That drain was plugged. Because that drain got plugged, all the water that came off the field, the roof of the barns, and everywhere else had nowhere to go. So it went into our hay. Across the street is our teff grass. And I don't really feel like driving down the middle of the road to show you the teff grass, but it is lodged. Not all of it, but a lot of it. I don't know a whole lot about teff, but I've been told don't let it lodge. So it's lodged. Is it gonna grow back after we cut it? I don't know. Is it gonna start dying before we cut it? I don't know. Lots of unknowns. This rainstorm, it's gonna cost us a lot of money in several different ways. One, the bottom bales. Two, the teff grass. Two ways with the teff grass. One, we should have been in there cutting it already. Now we're not in there and it is very, very saturated, so it's going to be a while before we get in there. So we're going to miss a whole cutting on it, plus it's going to get big, rank, and ugly. So it's like three ways of loss. One, it's lodged over, so I don't even know if it's going to grow back. Two, it's going to be big and ugly. That's a loss. Three, we're going to miss a cutting. So those are three ways we're losing money with the teff grass. And then also the Bermuda, kind of similar situation, but it doesn't really, lodging doesn't really hurt it as bad. Lodging, did I explain lodging? Lodging is when a crop falls over, just beep, over, done. But Bermuda, I'm gonna miss a full cutting on it, and the stuff we are gonna cut is just gonna be low quality, big rank, and junky looking. So the alfalfa, yeah, there'll be some fields that'll mess up, we'll miss a whole cutting on, but it's not the same type of damage. But man, this is an expensive rainstorm. Not to mention the big bales that I left out. Just busy trying to get everything put away and kind of forgot about them. Woke up in the middle of the night when it was raining and then remembered them. So anyways, yeah. This rainstorm might have 6 digits worth of damage in it when you add up the Bermuda, teff, bad bottoms. Ugh. Here's the entrance as we come in. Still a bit of a lake. Kind of thought it'd be gone, but it's not. It's gone down a lot, but I thought it would be further down than that. Let's go look at the big hole. This one drains the fastest. Wow. That was full of water yesterday. It's gone. Now that one's gonna be a mess. That is not gonna drain very fast at all. I don't know what to do with that. That's gonna suck for a long time. Wow, look at all that water. It has traveled into 1, 2, 3, 4 pens. Wow, this, I've only seen it like this one other time. I think it was like 6 years ago. Well, all the water is mostly in that hole now. Got another big retention hole right there. It's draining. That's good. I'm gonna have to move these cows though. They're not my cows. I really don't want to move them. I might just call the guy that owns them, tell him, hey, come move your cows. I don't know, we'll see. But there's horses 3 pens over, so I'm gonna have to move those horses, then I'm gonna have to move these bulls, then I can move these cows. Bermuda sitting out right there. Luckily it's low quality Bermuda. Still sucks it's sitting out. Now it's gonna be even lower quality Bermuda. I think I bought it for $7 a bale, then we sell it for $8 a bale. Now it's gonna be sold for $6 a bale, so that's a loss. I did not do a very good job as a manager before this storm. I should have had that stuff put away. So, any profits I thought I was gonna make the farm by buying and selling that hay are now gone. Okay, well, I didn't get my tire fixed today, so I might head up to Discount Tire and get my tire fixed. I need to tell the guys to do some work on the squeeze. Man, I really need to take these cows out of this pen too. It's all slushy. Ugh. What a mess. What a mess. Sweet. Guess what I found? A seat. I went to 2 different places. They didn't have it. Got all the way back to the farm and called a 3rd place, and they had one. So I had to drive back and get it. So I'm gonna pull this piece of junk out. There's like no padding left. It hurts my butt when I sit in it. So I went and bought a new one. 4 bolts and some air hoses. And we should be good. 2, 3, 4. Alrighty, well, those look like 9/16. Let's give it a go. I guess 9/16. Let's see. We're good. Kind of feels like it could be something else though. Yeah, it's a 14. This 14 feels a lot better. Got one airline I can't get out. I should have done this before I did the seat apart so I could try it. So I gotta go to Napa. I don't have these air pieces, so I'm gonna run to Napa, grab those, come back, but I'm gonna take the seat with me just so I can match up the hose, the air size, whatever. Here we go. This is the piece I needed, so we're good to go. I just hope the bolt pattern lines up. I'm just assuming it does. They usually do. If it doesn't, I'm gonna cry. The seat is disconnected. So I'm gonna put some air in the seat now to raise it up so I can get to the bolts. That one's in. Gotta find that one. Make sure the, oh, nice. Threads started. This one over here. Feels like it started. These things aren't the prettiest, but they'll work. Super long extension. Well, it's not as nice as my other seat, but it's nicer than the one that was here. Cool. All right. New seat installed. All that rain we got, the Swedes got stuck. I'm gonna try to pull it out real quick. That's a Ford, baby. So even after 3 inches in 2 days, we're out here loading. This whole place is built for the water to flow that way. Down here in the middle of the barns, I've brought in a lot of gravel and a lot of crusher fines from a stone quarry or rock quarry. And I've also laid them right down the middle to the edge. I've left these parts to where they can collect water. As long as we just stay to the middle, to the end of the side, the south side, the north side's always kind of hold the water as retention. So yeah, it sucked. We didn't load any trucks this morning. I wanted to give it a good day to dry out. Now it's about 5 o'clock, so it's had all day to dry out. Show you guys where I messed up. Messed up. All right, look at this Bermuda grass. I bought it all for $7 a bale delivered. We've been selling it for $8 a bale. We set it out to move it over there. Did not move it. Now it's got 3 inches of rain on it in 2 days. Bottoms are destroyed. And it smells horrendous. So any money I had planned on making on this, not gonna make. This ground is pretty hard right here. What I'm gonna do is pull it out with the squeeze, set it on drier ground, Then we can come back in with the retriever and move it, but yeah, it'll sell, but it'll lose money. And that is 100% my fault. Who do I tell my dad about the Bermuda, or do I not tell him? Think he'll fire me? Oh, it smells terrible the closer I get to it. That brown, disgusting water. Oh, and there's some big bales sitting out as well, so another loss. What are you gonna do? I mean, I can't change things. If I could, I would. Can't dwell on the past. It is what it is.